Okay, court calls numbers 2109002399, 2109002400, 2112003647. State of Texas versus Nicholas Flores. Mr. Flores, please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I swear.
Okay, you can put your hand down. All right, you are Nicholas Flores?
Yes.
Mr. Flores, hold on, you're getting some reverberation. Hold on real quick. 112003647, State of Texas versus Nicholas Flores. Mr. Flores, please. Okay, Mr. Flores, you're here on three violations. The first being no driver's license, the second being possession of drug paraphernalia, and the third being failure to appear. The first two are alleged to have occurred on or about September 20th, 2021 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas. The third, the failure to appear, is alleged to have occurred on October 4th, 2021 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas. Are you aware of these charges?
No, I just found out about them recently.
Okay, but you're aware of them now,
Yes.
and you understand what they are.
Yes.
Okay. All right, Mr. Flores. Before I go any further, there's some things I need to let you know. The cases that are heard out of this court are Class C misdemeanors. Fines normally do not exceed $500. You have the right to have a jury determine your guilt or innocence. You can waive your right to a trial by jury, and you can have a trial before the court, which is me. You have the right to have an attorney represent you. If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will not be appointed to you because there is no chance of jail time in these cases. But an attorney can help you understand the law, can help you understand procedure, and can help you make decisions regarding your case. If you choose to go forward without a lawyer, I have no choice but to hold you to the same standard as if you were an attorney. You also have the Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. You do not have to testify in your case against yourself. It's the state's burden to prove their case against you beyond a reasonable doubt. As you stand there today, you are innocent until proven guilty. Do you understand these rights?
Yes.
Okay. Some other things I'm going to let you know. If you're not a United States citizen, a plea of guilty or no contest could affect your status in the United States. If you find yourself in this situation, I strongly suggest you talk to a lawyer. Um, there are consequences beyond this courtroom in certain cases. For instance, not having valid insurance not only could result in fines and costs from this court, but could also result in surcharges from the state of Texas. If you find yourself in this situation, I strongly suggest you talk to a lawyer if you have questions regarding your particular charge. Finally, if I were to find in court costs and you're unable to meet that financial obligation, there are alternative means to payment. I can put you on an extended payment plan. I can have you do community service or a combination of those things. If that's something that you find yourself in, then there's an application you fill out, and if you qualified, then I will consider those alternatives. Um, so the way this is going to work, Mr. Flores, I'm going to go through each charge. I'm going to ask you, how do you plead? You're going to have three choices. You can plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest. The plea of guilty and a plea of no contest are basically the same thing, and that I'm going to find you guilty and then move to the sentencing portion of the case. The difference is that when you plead no contest, what you're telling the court is that you're not saying you did it, you're not saying you didn't do it. You're just not contesting the charge. But you're also telling the court that there's enough evidence before the court at this time to substantiate a finding of guilt. The other difference is that if somebody tries to use your plea of no contest in a higher court or in a civil court, it won't be allowed. If you plead guilty, it may be allowed. You also have the ability to plead not guilty. If you plead not guilty, then your case will be set for trial. It's going to be your choice whether it's in front of the judge or in front of the jury. Whichever one you choose, before there's a trial, there'll be a pretrial where there'll be a prosecutor representing the state of Texas present. You'll have an ability to speak to that prosecutor if you so choose to try to negotiate your case. That prosecutor is the one who brings the charges on behalf of the state. So not only can he negotiate a plea bargain agreement, but he also has the ability to recommend dismissal of the case if he so chooses. All right, Mr. Flores, any questions?
No.
All right, we're going to go one by one. As to the charge of no driver's license alleged to have occurred on September 20th, 2021 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas. As to that charge, how do you plead?
Not guilty.
As to the charge of possession of drug paraphernalia alleged to have occurred on September 20th, 2021 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas. As to that charge, how do you plead?
Not guilty.
And as to the charge of failing to appear on or about October 4th, 2021 in Robson Nueces County, Texas. As to that charge, how do you plead?
Not guilty.
The court will accept your plea of not guilty on all three charges. Mr. Flores, if you have to have a trial on the matter, do you want it in front of the judge or in front of the jury?
In front of the judge.
All right, Mr. Flores, you'll be receiving a notice in the mail regarding your pretrial date. It will also be on Zoom. Can you confirm your mailing address?
36416 Field Glass Court, Palmdale, California, 93552.
Crystal, did you get that?
Yes, Judge.
All right, Mr. Flores, you're gonna need to call the clerks when we get off the phone or when we get off the Zoom here, because they're gonna email you the not guilty documents that you need to sign and send back, okay?
Okay, the phone number to call the clerks is the one on the
Correct. Yeah, it's gonna be that phone number on there.
Okay.
You have any other questions, Mr. Flores?
No, that'd be everything.
All right, Mr. Flores, thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
Your excuse.